Can't imagine what you've been going through the last few weeks. Tell us what's been on your mind, what's been on your heart.
I'm so glad you asked me, man. It's been really hard for me.
Hard
Wait,
for you?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Jocelyn is in the building. She wants vengeance.
What is loud? What was that? His dick smells.
No, but for real, you got a stink dick husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man?
These narratives, you will call your wife a gold digger and a whore and all these other things.
Well, it finally happened. We just watched a 40-year-old man get torn down in real time, right on his own platform, with his wife leading the charge. And the wild part is how his so-called friends sat there, smirking and cracking jokes, laughing straight in his face, like this was all entertainment instead of someone's real life blowing up. When I say this was the most uncomfortable podcast I've ever forced myself to sit through, I'm not exaggerating at all. This hour-long episode felt like watching someone already on the floor get hit again and again, with nobody stepping in to stop it. Every minute dragged on, heavy and awkward, like the air itself was tense. It wasn't shocking in a flashy way. It was painful in a slow, draining way that made you wonder why the cameras were still rolling.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake. Jen, have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
You could have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
It would be hilarious to come in here and find out you had a huge roster and was lying about being a virgin this whole time.
It'd be funny for you.
It would have been heartbreaking for you. Yeah. Because kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never. It's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful. I do get a little shy, despite what the internet thinks.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
For the past month, the internet has been on Akaash nonstop. And let's be real, most of that storm came from his wife talking way too freely. Private details got aired out publicly, and once that door opened, there was no closing it. That exposure left him standing back on a major platform with nowhere to hide. So, with damage control in mind, Akaash and his wife Jolene showed up together on the podcast, trying to answer the internet's questions and calm the chaos. But within minutes, it was obvious what direction this was going. She had a reason for everything, an explanation ready for every moment, spinning it all until somehow Akaash ended up holding all the blame. Honestly, it felt like watching a masterclass in deflection and emotional spin. Nothing landed on her, everything circled right back to him like he was the sole cause of the mess.
Well, so, yeah. Can we settle something for the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Will you kiss Akaash right now?
Okay,
Prove everybody wrong.
But it's gonna mess like
Bring that ass over here. Bring that ass over here.
Oh shit!
My dude, right there, it was overstimulating. It was overstimulating. I was like, no, this is like, I think even therapeutic for you, for us. Like,
I feel like, yeah, it would almost like teach me like a little bit of exposure therapy. I mean, now probably not, but like at the beginning, probably like, oh, it teaches your brain like, okay, this is safe. I can do this activity.
5 minutes in, the innocent act was locked in, and it only got more uncomfortable from there. From forced explanations to visible distance, every interaction felt cold and strained. Watching him reach for basic affection and get brushed off wasn't shocking anymore. It was just sad to witness in real time. Let me get this straight, because this part had my jaw on the floor. She says she's way too shy to give her own husband a simple kiss in public, like even a quick peck is somehow crossing the line. But in that same public space, she's perfectly comfortable talking openly about wanting an intimate experience with her best friend's husband. Yeah, let that sink in for a second, because that contrast is wild. Akaash, seriously, it doesn't get more uncomfortable than this. To this day, she still won't show basic affection toward her husband, and every time it comes up, there's a new explanation ready to go. It's always something. She blames overstimulation, OCD, or says she didn't fully understand the phrases she casually repeats in her own videos.
To share your virginity with a girl, and she threw it to some frat house in 20 years.
A white dude.
A white guy! A fucking white guy!
Yeah.
Got that shit. I would watch the videos and I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing. My daughter avoid in the near future. I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid teak. because they definitely so simple and easy. And that's more what I was talking about.
Now everybody thinks you're a gold digging whore.
Yeah.
That's my wife for the time being. We're adding shows all over the place. Thank you guys for helping me support my gold digging wife.
Like none of this should count. And look, I get it. Flagrant is a comedy podcast. That's the brand. That's the lane. But Andrew spends a crazy amount of time getting laughs at his best friend's expense, and it stops feeling funny real fast. The strangest part is when they're clearly joking right in her face, and she takes every single question dead serious, like she's in a courtroom instead of a comedy studio. Honestly, nobody on that couch looked convinced by her explanations, except Akaash himself. Everyone else just smiled through it with forced laughs, stiff energy, rented-looking suits, and somehow still found time to plug their live shows in the middle of this mess. Meanwhile, Akaash looks like he's barely holding it together. The last 30 days clearly crushed him, and he looks like he aged a decade in a single month.
It's brown sugar, ghee, and flour, like mixed together. Yeah.
She's actually made a non-cooking ass bitch.
Really?
This useless bitch.
Which is like Punjabi brown meat.
Well, I thought the internet was right about everything. No. Gold digging, horrible woman. He won. But don't let me get other pussy.
One of our fans asked.
Yeah, it's the acquired taste. Women are big on pheromones. That's
yeah,
true.
there is a way that just kept you in it. You just couldn't.
Akaash wants the dude.
The dude.
Yeah. You think he can handle all 10 inches of Nav? You think you can take Nav down? Shout out Nav, bro.
Yes.
Shout out Nav, you fucking homewrecker. Okay, what the fuck was that joke?
There's even this nervous thing he keeps doing with his tongue, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it. That's stress written all over someone's face. You can't even tell who he's more angry at, Andrew or his wife, because both are turning his pain into content while he sits there looking completely rattled. That whole conversation about her attraction to her best friend's husband, the guy people call the Hammer, was next level awkward, and once again, she retreats into the "I'm just a naive, sheltered, innocent girl" angle like clockwork. And the wildest moment has to be when she casually admits she outsources both cooking and cleaning while Akaash is on the road working. Even crazier, he apparently had no idea this was happening. That moment hit different, because now you can tell his mind is racing. If this was news to him, what else hasn't he been told? It's hard not to notice how that realization lingers.
I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi-dimensions of my personality. So they're just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the joke started with like Akaash being like, oh, Nav's really hot. Like Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever. Cause he's like really like.
Virgin? That's real?
I wasn't a virgin until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So then when did you guys get really broke? And why did you stay with him?
2018. Okay. Do you want the real answer or the fun answer?
Suddenly, every past moment looks different, and the trust feels shaky right there on camera. The tension gets thicker, the silence louder, and you can almost feel him replaying things in his head. The smiles fade, the jokes slow down, and the discomfort takes over the room. Between the revelations, the awkward pauses, and the energy shift, this episode spirals fast. You don't need words to see it, his reaction says everything. As the episode drags on, it honestly feels like she keeps exposing herself more than anything else, and it becomes crystal clear that she sees zero issue with how she spoke in the first place. There's no reflection, no pause, just confidence that she did nothing wrong. She even brings up how much she enjoyed being compared to Aisha Curry, like that comparison was some kind of compliment instead of a massive stretch. The self-awareness is just not there at all. And then suddenly, it's all framed as a joke. It was a bit, it was comedy, it was never that serious. Somehow, it all circles back to being Akaash's fault because she claims she was simply mirroring the humor style he introduced her to.
You guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment, you were moving to New Jersey, right? This is real.
Basically.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah. I mean...
Why?
Yeah.
I never actually asked.
Do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah.
Gasoline cooks. She cleans. She maintains the home on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
There you go.
Not by me specifically, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also will find people.
You do it, but not you.
Yes.
You schedule.
But do I not take care of Happy like he's my son?
Of course. And I go on the road. I come back. It's clean. I don't know if you hire somebody or if that's you, but every time I come back, it's clean.
I hire someone, yeah.
Really? Without me knowing? Now I feel betrayed. I thought you did something.
I don't think I've ever seen someone dodge accountability for a full hour straight like that. Every turn, every question somehow slid right off without landing. I'm being dead serious when I say she could teach a whole course on therapy talk and emotional deflection. The way she flips language, reframes situations, and sounds reasonable while avoiding responsibility is almost impressive. Now, the title of Akaash's last special makes way more sense, because this felt like a live demonstration, and you already know there are people watching this, nodding along, convinced she's dropping wisdom instead of excuses. At the same time, it's hard not to feel like Akaash helped build this situation himself. It really looks like he created a dynamic where he's not allowed to challenge anything she says. He treats her with kid gloves, like she can do no wrong, even though she's a grown adult fully capable of owning her words. Watching this felt like seeing one person completely overwhelmed in a room stacked against him. The guy never stood a chance, not in that setup, not with those dynamics, not on that couch. And now, the fallout is here.
Seen any memes or content that you guys thought were funny?
Aisha chicken curry.
That was
We got to go through the funny
objectively good. Objectively good.
Yeah.
I also like Aisha curry.
Digging the hole again.
You're presenting this version of yourself online that's not true.
But you're actually a trad wife.
I was committing to this bit because I thought that was the funny thing to do, but I'm not a comedian, obviously.
You're not fooling us.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, she's funny. Release the
How
Akaash
am I
sauce.
equivalent to Epstein?
Let's think. Let's think about it. I'm glad you asked.
You're the victim. You are the
That's
girls.
what I'm saying. It's the Epstein files, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're the girls.
I know.
The Flagrant Podcast comment section is still a straight war zone, and almost nobody is buying the explanations that were offered. So I want to know what you think. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this conversation is far from over, and let me know if you want me covering more comedy moments like this in the future. I really appreciate you for tapping in and rocking with today's video, seriously. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the BeyondFame channel, and share this one because these stories deserve light. You already know how we move over here. We keep it real, we keep it honest, and we call out the messy moments when they need to be called out. Some of these so-called comedians and public figures keep playing games, and trust me, we're not done covering it. Hit that comment section and let me know what you think, because your takes matter. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.